Hey guys, JC Rangel. Want to shoot another video. This is just on something that I met with somebody not too long ago, about 3-4 days ago, and we were talking about a couple of companies he was looking at. And I thought it was a very interesting situation, you know, building a business, developing leadership, and just the way that, you know, the way things happen in this industry nowadays, it's kind of a shame, you know. So he mentions to me about somebody that him and I actually both, he just met. I already knew this person. He says, I got invited to this company. I'm not going to mention the name. I'm not going to mention this person. And they offered me some upfront money. It wasn't a binary, and they offered me a blown out leg and all kinds of stuff like that. I'm like, well, that's phenomenal. If you think that's a good opportunity, that's what they're offering you, and you're okay with that, go right ahead, you know. He said, but you know, the product just doesn't make as much sense as coffee. It's a very expensive product. The comp plan doesn't pay as much. I'm like, well, listen, at the end of the day, here's the deal. A lot of leaders call themselves leaders, but yet they're in an opportunity where they got given special things way outside of the comp plan. Like, you do this much volume, we're going to pay you this much money. We're going to put you above a bunch of people that were there before you that have been working their tails off. Yet we're going to put you above all of those people, okay? And all you got to do is build your other side, and we're going to give you extra money to do that because you're a leader. So the gentleman that he actually told me that he met, it's funny because when I barely got started with Serenergy, him and I both met the CEO of the company at the same time. At that time, he got an offer from another company where they were offering him $5,000 a month to go over there. And the reason why he told me he'd go with Serenergy if it wasn't for the $5,000 a month, because he had expenses. I'm like, everybody's got expenses, bro. At the end of the day, my question is this, guys. Are you getting a deal that's better than what your new distributor's getting? So if you're selling people the idea of financial freedom and look at me and here's how I'm doing, here's my rank, here's how much I'm making in how much time, well, is that really fair? I mean, did you work the comp plan? Did you work the system the way they did? The way it's designed to do? Or did you get a special deal because you're a leader? Listen, guys, if you're a leader, why don't you go out there and build two legs, or if it's not a binary, whatever it is, and build like everybody else, instead of selling somebody a pipe dream, you know what I mean, that they're going to get to do what you did, but you got it 100 times easier. So anyways, this guy sold himself to that company. Then what happened is that after that company, it was a 6-month deal. The $5,000 were gone after 6 months. So I guess after 6 months, this guy couldn't even generate off of the comp plan $5,000 a month, which you could do it in a week if you're a real leader in your first week in business. Anyways, so he couldn't generate $5,000 a month. He sells himself to another company. Now it's not a coffee company. Now it's a skincare company. Sells himself there, gets a power leg. He gets offered a position where you get to offer a bunch of people extra money, incentive money. And I'm like, listen, guys, that's not duplicatable. And that's not even fair. You're offering all these leaders, so-called leaders, money, you know what I mean? But the average person that gets started in your business doesn't get what you got. So that's not fair. So you're literally lying to people about the success that they can have. Like, look at me. Everybody looks at the leader, at the speaker, like, I want to get to that person's position, at least. Yeah, but guess what? What they don't know is that you got offered a bunch of money and extra compliment. You got put above a bunch of people, and that's just something I don't respect. So when this guy understood that concept, he says, you know what? I'm so glad I didn't make a decision to go out there. So I'm so glad I didn't put money first. So my thing is this. A real leader puts his people first. A real leader will go out there and do things the way they're supposed to be done. I see so many people claiming they have so much success, but little do people know the kind of deals that went on behind the scenes for these guys to get to where they're at. You know what I mean? If you get started, when I got invited, I said, the CEO, Mr. J. Norris, said, listen, you're going to build 2 teams, a left team and a right team. Okay? And you're going to start from scratch. Fine, let's go out and do it. We broke records. See, that I respect. You know what I mean? So when he saw that, he says, okay, long story short, the guy got started with me. And so I just tell people, guys, be aware. You know what I mean? That is short-lived. When people are offering people extra money to come over and special deals, most people that take those deals are not going to last anyways. What you want is a long-lasting residual income. And if a company offers that to begin with, guess what? they're weak. Their products are weak. Their comp plan is weak because they got to do that in order to have success, in order to have growth. So you know what? To me, that's a joke, guys. So just be very, very careful with what it is that you're stepping into and who you're working with, and find out really what the real story is, because there's always two sides of the story. So anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed that. Take care. I'm JC Rangel on the way to CJM today on Labor Day. Okay? Over in Hollywood, California. Take care.